Are you tempted to retire?
Well, retiring from work, you mean? Well, I think, I've often said this, I don't think it really arises. A lot of my work has ceased. I'm making no effort to get any more in. You can see these are jobs that have come in the last couple of weeks. When I'm past it, or not giving the right service, the public will stop instructing me, won't they? You know, I wondered what was going to happen, fun enough, after this lockdown business, because suddenly, having done one or two immigration surveys most weeks for several years, I didn't get one for about a couple of months. Then I got the odd one, and then I got 6 in a week. In fact, this week at the moment I got none booked, but I did 3 last week. So, you know, the boys will decide. It is usually the boys, but occasionally it's a girl.
So you're going to continue working for as long
until Mrs. Thatcher sends for me. The other thing is, I am physically slower. I don't mean in doing things like this, but if somebody wants me to, I haven't done a job out of town for, I think 6 months. But I did last year, I think, did 2 down in Huntingdon. Must have been connected with each other. I said, okay, I don't mind going there, provided you pay me a slightly higher fee and you meet me at Huntingdon Station. I'm not going to drive down there. I will catch a train, you can meet me at the station. And if there's something like that, if it's too far away, I say no.
But you live very independently, don't you? You live in your own house, you drive your own car.
Well, you see, I had to do a very strict test, you know. The test I had to take for the present renewal, which would be about 18 months ago, I think, because I think it goes until, I think it's January or February next year.
Your driving licence?
The driving licence. The test was much stronger than the one on normal. To give you an idea, I'd because I thought I'd taken some driving lessons, and the lady for the driving school, I actually said to her, I know I'll have to pay you, I think I'd like you to come with me, because I got to go to a church hall to meet the inspector near Spalding. So, man, I got to drive there in the first place. And the lady, I don't know, I suspect she did it on purpose. She came here. I said, what, shall I drive you there? She said, but yes, drive me in my car, not yours. She said, because I haven't got a parking permit or something. And I thought, I didn't know whether that was relevant. And I think it probably wasn't. I think she wanted me to see how I get on driving somebody else's car. Because when we got there, they asked me a few questions. Then they came out and said, right, you have to go in our car. So I had to drive a strange car into the town, then round the outskirts, and then back into this church hall for tests and things. And I don't know what, hour and a half, quite a lot. But I will say they handed me a letter then and there saying something like, we have no hesitation. It's saying that he is fit to drive. There's a note underneath, we think he should make more careful use of his wing mirrors. But, you know, fair enough.
You said that you wanted to keep working until you die.
I had to say it till Mrs. Thatcher sent for me, the expression I nearly always use.
But I think the expression you used with her was that you would keep working until you die and go to heaven and meet Jesus and Muhammad.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's assuming we don't know who's in charge up there. Now, let me tell you one of my favourite true stories about that. Not straight after she died, it was to be, I'm going to guess, but 2 or 3 years ago. Do you know Mr. Whitehall? He was leading Sikh. And I said to him, you're neutral on whether it's better to be a Christian or a Muslim, aren't you? He said, yeah, absolutely. I said, well, we used to say that when Mrs. Thatcher goes to heaven, she'll go up there and she'll see Jesus sitting next to God, and she'll say, who's that sitting in my chair? Now, the Muslims and the Christians are equally strong, so when she went up there a few weeks ago, she must have seen Jesus sitting one side, Muhammad sitting the other. What do you think she'll say? He said it's obvious, she'll sack both of them. And I told that story to somebody else the other day. They said, you're assuming she went up there and not down.